Mm-mm-mm. Doot, doot, doot. Okay. Hey, bud. Oh, that's right. We're worried about Orangier. Mm-hmm. Now we're going to Little Alamigo. Let's do it. Ooh, ton of tone. Ton-e-tone. Thank you so much for the chat, love. Awesome. I love how they actually look different now. That's awesome. Rangier, oh, I've always struggled to understand what's going on in his head now more than ever. If anything should happen, it should be me who just know that I'm prepared to do what must be done. Whoa. Okay. This little foreboding girl. Hey, Booker. What's up, buddy? Hey, Tanya. How are you? Good to see you. The review, we're reliably informed that members of Alamigan Resistance operating here have taken receipt of several large shipments of crystals. Okay. Has Cordy learned of the harpoon fishing? I have heard about the harpoon fishing and I am excited. I am excited. I think that is awesome. I am here for it. Mm-hmm. Am I going to continue Lost Ark? I'm definitely going to be playing it on Monday. We're doing some sponsored stuff then. And I think I'm going to play it on release. Because I'm going to try to kind of push Final Fantasy XIV. I'm going to try to get as many hours in on this as I can over the next few weeks. So I'm probably not going to spend too much time in Lost Ark because I would have to spend a lot of time in Lost Ark to get to the end game and stuff. And honestly, I'd rather put that towards Final Fantasy right now. Mm-hmm. We're going to need a new fishing emote. I know, right? We're going to have to turn Cohh Fish into a little spear throwing Letho. That'd be awesome. A little fishing hat on. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. There he is. Bunk. If you set store by all these tales of secret weapons, good luck to you, but I'm too old for mass and bedtime stories. None of this is very helpful. Do, 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 do. Mm-hmm. The Griffin and the masks. Okay. All right. Now we gotta go speak with Gundabald. Gundabald! Oh wait, he's in here, isn't he? Ooh, that's a cool looking mount. What was that? It's like a ship? Badass. Do, do, do. Yeah, I heard Yoshi P was crying. I tell you, man. That dude really cares about his game. It's kind of super awesome. How convenient. 'Tis a pity that Thancred is not here to join us. You two go ahead and I'll stay behind to meet him. Now we're going to rendezvous with Alphino at the Sunken Temple of Karn. Which is over there. Pew. Mm-hmm. Do I have mount music turned off? Why don't I hear any music? Why is there no music? Here's your music. Oh, thank you. I thought it played the zone music if you didn't have the mount music turned on, though. Yo, nice weapon. Pretty slick. I like the get up too. Speaking of nice get ups. Damn girl back there in the background. What's up? Ooh. Yo. Look at this dude.
Brothers and sisters.
Oh.
20 years ago, Alamigo, our home, was claimed by the Garlean Empire. In our haste to overthrow the King of Ruin, we turned a blind eye to our foes in the north.
That sounds familiar.
With our glorious revolution, we but laid a path for a new tyrant to succeed the old.
Why are you smiling, chat?
And when confronted with our failure, we fled. Not a day goes by that I do not think of those we left behind. Think of them and feel ashamed. And I know each and every one of you feels the same.
I just like to smile. Oh, okay, that's fine.
We abandoned them, our own flesh and blood, to labor till their backs gave in and their breath gave out. Building the twisted steel ramparts which now mar our once majestic mountains.
Yeah.
We abandoned them, the brave and true, to fight and die for their country. Or worse, to be conscripted and sent off to rob another poor bastard of his home. We abandoned them, the meek and powerless, to bow and scrape when the Garleans pass, to sully themselves that they might live to see another day of misery.
To relate my pixie dust.
Wolf may be dead, but a new Imperial Viceroy reigns in Alamigo now. A beast, not a fraction as merciful. You all know the Eorzean Alliance will do naught to oppose him. For all their promises and platitudes, they will not act if there's no profit in it. Only we
DJ
can
Sonic,
free our
thanks, buddy.
brothers and sisters from the Empire's tyranny, my friends. Only we have the courage to stand and fight.
This guy sounds like he wants to rip and tear. He does.
They have imprisoned us. They have enslaved us, and they have murdered us, but no more. Blood demands blood, and the Garleans shall pay for every drop they have spilt upon our lands. This I promise you, for we have a power within us, my friends. A power befitting our pride, our righteousness. Only join us, and we shall grant you the means to unleash it, and together we shall see the Alamigan standard raised over the mountains of Gia Arbania once more!
I like this guy in the background.
A power befitting their pride. Not at all ominous, that. Wait, is that...
Oh!
What are you two doing here?
Oh, God.
I could ask you the same thing.
Well, this is quite the surprise.
If you see what I see, if you feel as I feel...
Might I suggest we continue this conversation in more agreeable surroundings?
For it is not strength of arms that will win this battle, but strength of heart.
One day, that girl will find some pants. One day. One day. Okay. Oh, no. First, can I express how glad I am to see you guys alive and well, and you, though it was pretty obvious you and Cohh would be fine. The Crystal Braves never had a realistic chance of capturing any of the Scions, divided as we were and distrusted by the better part of Eorzea. But if you truly believe that, forgive me, what exactly have you two been doing all this time? Well, trying to find her pants! She's a very specific size. We're paying a favor. After the banquet, we had no choice but to flee Ul'dah, and we would not have been able to do so without the aid of some old friends from the Resistance. That's right, they smuggled us out of the city and sheltered us in Little Alamigo at a great risk to themselves. Obviously, we couldn't let that go unacknowledged, so we offered to help them out with their operations for a while. When we learned of the Scion's exoneration, that Lolorito had severed all ties with the Crystal Braves and that General Robin had been reinstated, we resolved to make contact, but having long since discarded our link pearls as a precautionary measure, our options were rather limited. Final Fantasy? To make matters more complicated, we were embroiled in a delicate operation at the time, leaving me with little choice but to entrust a letter to a courier. I gather from your puzzled expressions, however, that you never received it. To be honest, we thought this might happen. While the masks are happy to let refugees spread the word within the community, they're pretty strict about communicating with outsiders. Oh, and we also heard a rumor that the Griffin doesn't want us meddling in his affairs. How do you make a waterbed bouncier? You add spring water. Curious, it is well known that we are no friends to Garlemald. One would think that the man we saw beseeching all and sundry to join his cause would welcome our support. I should say that the man you saw is not in fact a Griffin, but an impersonator, and a talented rabble-rouser to boot. It would not surprise me if you were responsible for the majority of these public appearances. As you may have gathered, the Griffin is an extremely cautious and distrusting man who's made every effort to conceal his identity. Even when we participated in a raid under his direct command, we were not permitted to approach him. It's hard to know what to make of all this. The secrecy, the impersonators, the masks. What? Not as if I'm making all of you wear one. Mine only covers half my face. It's completely different. Just bounce it away. Bouncier. Yes, much bouncier. Co-bounce. Anyway, when we heard the Griffin was due to give a speech, we thought it might be a good opportunity to get a better sense of the man behind the... you get a better sense of the man. For all the good it did. Now you've heard the whole of it, but tell me, what prompted you to take an interest in the Griffin? Summoning? You're not serious. I can't believe it. Resistance would never even entertain such a ridiculous plan. But the Griffin, well, the man is an enigma. I cannot say with any confidence what he would or would not do. What I can say, however, is that the speech we heard today was not the first to make a reference to a power capable of defeating the Empire. The masks have made many such claims of late. I confess I had assumed it to be mere bluster, but in the context of the shipments of which you spoke, it is not impossible that they're alluding to a primal. What primal would a bunch of people summon... A bunch of humans summon? Whatever it is, we'll find out together, and if anyone tries to stop us, they'll answer to me. Indeed, that is assuming you'll have us. Cool. Heavensward members were also humans. That's true, but I feel that was a little bit different. Like they had like a real cult vibe going to them. These guys don't really feel like they're culty. Like I associate primals and things of that nature to like religion in some ways. Like people believe that, you know, like something can come help them. They don't really, I'm not really getting that vibe from this. This is more of a political game, you know? If as you, what is the race here? These are called little tiny potatoes, or I call them potates. They're fantastic with bacon, butter, some chives, a little bit of sour cream. Is that if you suspect the Griffin is indeed planning to summon a primal, we must need to obtain confirmation while there's yet to act. To that end, I propose we question his double. Given his role as the group's de facto mouthpiece, I should not be surprised if he were one of the Griffin's closest associates. While he may not be aware of the most sensitive details, he can probably tell us the mask's plans in broad strokes. Like the man whom he impersonates, however, he is wary of outsiders. He will not expose himself without a suitable incentive. My plan is as follows. You and Alphino will pose as adventurers, fallen on hard times, inspired by his words to take up arms for a noble cause. You don't think he'd reckon? Okay. I mean, I guess we're not widely known, but Eden and I, as members of the Resistance, will recount tales of your past achievements and testify as to your usefulness in the struggles ahead. With our enthusiastic assurances still ringing in his ears, he will decide to welcome you in person, and we will arrange a meeting. You'll need to look the part that we might maintain the charade until we have him cornered at least. Here, this should be enough to purchase suitable garments from Talebot and have him rub a respectable amount of dirt on them for good measure. Any questions? All right. Great. Do, 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 do. Psycherim says, message to Cohh, I am not a tater. I didn't say you were a tater. I said you were a potate. Come on, man. Try to keep up. Deliver the sack of guilt to Delebot. Howdy says, never trust a potate. I know, right? You get me. This little guy an elf. The little guy is actually a Lalafell. They are a race in 14. But they are called Lalafells. They're related to the potate. It's basically when a human and a potato fall in love. Lalafell. Well, you're the ones with the gill and seniors friends of Papalemio. There, tunic and sops for the both of you, tailored, treated to your tastes. Now off with you before someone else sees us together. Clothes maketh the man, as they say. Right then I will go and change and see at the spot Papalimo marked on our maps. Okay. Weathers, shepherd's tunic, and slops. Are they in here? Or are they just... Oh. No, I think they're already there, huh? ¿Dónde está? Ah, okay. Perfect. Uh-oh. That work? Oh, the glamour went on, did it? That inventory is a mess? It is. I need to sit down with my inventory at some point. It's kind of a mess. It's kind of a mess. You are not wrong. Hire an inventory maid? I should. What I should do is I should hire a Final Fantasy XIV secretary and just let them handle all of my inventory. Mm-hmm. Hey Spikes, what's up, buddy? Ooh.
My thanks, comrades.
Oh.
You must be the esteemed adventurers of whom I've heard so much. I understand you have taken an interest in our cause.
I'm getting Nuri some more Lost Art keys to give away for you guys while we play this.
A great interest, you might say. Your words have certainly made quite an impression on my friend and I. The Resistance has long, and some would say wisely, avoided open engagements with the Garleans, but you and yours seem confident against the world in arms. I can only assume you have good reason to be so bold. Why, one might even think you were planning to summon a primal.
Alphino, what the shit, dude? Like, really?
Because that would do much to explain the sizable shipment of crystals you recently received from your smuggler friends, whom our Ishgardian allies have since detained.
What are you doing? You're the worst sneak ever.
I'd like to hear more about the Griffin. The real Griffin. Your performance earlier didn't fool us.
Ah, the famous scions of the Seventh Dawn. I should have known better than to think I could conceal the truth from you lot. You are right. I am not the Griffin, but I speak with his voice, and it was at his behest that we procured those crystals.
Totally thought he said BS. And I was like,
You are wrong, however, if you think that we procured them to summon a primal. We used them to reach an accord with the Amalja. In exchange for crystals to summon their god, they will aid us in the fight for Alamegan liberation.
there it is. Okay, there it is.
You've got to be joking. Have you gone completely mad? When people find out you helped the Lizardmen summon Ifrit, they'll turn on the Resistance. Alamigo will never be free.
This isn't a fairy tale, girl. We don't have the luxury to play at being honorable heroes. It's because the likes of you wouldn't sully your saintly hands that Alamigo's been under the yoke for the past 20 years. But the Griffin won't stand for it, and neither will we. We're ready to do whatever it takes.
Apparently.
What proof do you have of this arrangement with the Amalja?
What? Aside from a lack of crystals? None. But the beastmen have a great big pile of the things if you fancy looking. You might want to hurry, though. It'll not be long before they summon their god. Search our camp if you don't believe me. We have naught to hide.
So you're telling us to go kill the Lizardmen's god? And what, are you expecting them to still honor this
If
pact?
there is a cache to be found, Ida and I will find it.
Then let us be off.
The false Griffin. I like that. So,
Are you perchance the warrior of light?
I knew he'd recognize it. Dude! Victisty88, thank you, bud.
Aye. I thought so. You should know that a great many who have joined us did so because you saved them. Because you showed them that one brave man can make a difference.
It's always funny
You saved
saying that.
me
in an
too
MMO.
once. Helped a friend over in Quarry Mill make some medicine I needed. But that was a lifetime ago. On behalf of my brothers and sisters, I thank you. You gave us hope where there was none, courage and strength when all was lost. We shall not squander your gift.
Thank you, Victisty. And now I'm like, yeah, you're welcome. Oops.
I know that look, Ida, and I do not like it. You cannot seriously be contemplating taking up arms with that band of cutthroats.
I just...
If the Griffin and his men have their way, it is only a matter of time before the situation in Alamigo comes to a head. Your homeland's future teeters on a knife edge, and any reckless action, however small, could have irrevocable consequences.
That is an angry potato.
You mustn't lose sight of that, Ida. When the time comes, we must all make our choices, but we must do so in full possession of the facts. Now, let us away. There is work to be done.
Ardrenos, awesome. The Completionist, thank you for your Prime sub. Scorpina, thank you very much as well. 1 year, Scorp. Hell yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Ori Mill, do you remember? Oh. What's up, dude? Okay. We can change back now. ¿Dónde está Alessi? Thank you, Bakisty. Have you seen the Mass Effect official teaser? What do you mean, completionist? The Mass Effect? And teaser for what? Lightning Nick, well said. Mass Effect 4? Oh yeah. Outthinker has finally arrived. May happy could share your latest finding. Hey, Thancred. You mean to tell me that while we're working ourselves sick, Ida and Papalima were here all along? Well, Ishtola will be relieved and also angry. Mainly angry, I should think. As for the crystals, what choice do we have? We cannot very well leave them in the hands of the Amalja. For all we know, they could be preparing to summon Ifrit even as we speak. We must make for Zaharak without delay. Uh-oh. Who's gonna show looking at us? And so they go forth in accordance with Griffin's plan. Players gather to assume their masks on a stage wreathed in flame. Ere long the curtain shall rise, and the drama of which I am author, Gods Forgive Me, shall at last be performed. Dude, that gives me like goosebumps every time I see that.
This isn't right. The Amalja would never leave this place so poorly guarded.
Scenes in a row? Oh.
Not willingly, no.
Oh, they beat us. Did Ifrit get summoned already? Oh.
Ah, the saviors of Eorzea. Slow as ever.
By the 12, will you never learn?
You know, you're right. Mayhap it is time for a change of tack. Killing primals, tormenting beastmen, hastening the birth of a new god. It's all a bit much, isn't it? And frankly, we don't have the leisure to do it. But killing the warrior of light, on the other hand, that would soon plunge Eorzea into chaos. One life for one world. A fair exchange. Wouldn't you agree?
Lest you forget, you've more than one opponent.
Oh, damn.
Carbuncle, defend me!
That's pretty good.
I sense you will offer more than mere target practice, unlike your sister.
Ooh.
Alizé!
Damn, she does kind of suck. He's got one shot.
Did I not tell you, Alphino? I am not the girl I once was. My brother was always the clever one, while my talents lay elsewhere.
Yo, what is this?
As Eorzea's blade of light once stood by my side, now I shall stand at his and defend this
It's a
realm
sword,
with
you
all
son of a
my
bitch.
might.
Damn, dude.
Let's finish this.
Okay.